Flosstube.
Hello.
I'm Laura.
Hi, Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
You get good news. You get good news. Fun. Hello to all of our returning subscribers. Greetings to all you new people. This is tame for me. It gets worse. You've been warned.
We've had quite a few new people. We've had a handful of new people subscribe in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry we missed you last week.
We have a good excuse.
We have a very good excuse. Saturday the 3rd.
We sold a house. We sold a house.
We sold the house.
And what did we do the following Wednesday?
And then on Wednesday we bought one. We went. We were kind of all over the county. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
What she means we actually went to parts of Cuyahoga. We went to parts of the county east of us and to the county south of us. Trying to find. Actually, we also no, I think that was still Lorain County, but that was almost.
And we were almost in the county west of us.
We didn't film Flosstube on Monday because we actually went from close to us to the county to the east of us, and then almost to the county to the west of us.
No, that was on Tuesday.
Oh, that was Monday because we couldn't do it on Monday.
No, that was Tuesday.
Where did we go Monday?
It was Tuesday.
Oh yeah, why did we go Monday? I don't know what is this.
Monday we went to the house in Oberlin, and then we went and saw that disaster in Medina County.
Oh, yeah.
Oberlin's the town next to us. Medina County is the county south of us.
We thought the one in Oberlin was bad. Okay, the house wasn't bad. It was just the house full of smokers, and the layout was done by a crazy person. It was like, okay, where's the Minotaur layout of this house?
Yeah, it was bad.
You had to go through the living room, down a hallway, into another room in order to get to the stairs to go upstairs.
Yeah, it was bad.
I actually was sitting here going, I don't want to knock down this many walls.
Yeah. And then there was
3,100 square foot house, and I think only half of it was done, basically.
And it was very dark. Anyways, we ended up buying a nice little house in Grafton. Not on as much property as I wanted.
But unfortunately,
But we got a little bit of a bigger house than we would have gotten with more property and a little bit more character to the house.
Also, we see 2/3 of all possible neighbors are impossible due to
We're
a business.
on a corner lot with feed store.
Why?
With feed store on one side and church on the other.
And we make the third smallest side. So we only have one neighbor here, one neighbor there, and at least the neighbors by our driveway seem nice. While we were there, I mean, they were just like, "Hey, you guys are good."
Yeah, so.
Yeah, we usually get along with our neighbors as long as they're not total doofuses.
Just don't be a jerk. So we will be moving in November, so there may be another missed Flosstube or two.
That one will give you better warning, though. We did not know. It was literally Saturday. Yeah, it was Friday. We showed the house. We got a message. We're putting it off for tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit. It was a fun week.
I had a weekend where I didn't have to have anybody come in my house.
Nobody has traversed through my house. I haven't had to go house hunting.
House hunters lie. So, house hunters need to show you the most important part. The going there, and then the going there, and then you don't see 3. You see 30.
Well, house hunters, they also have the house that they settle on and purchase bought before they're even on the show.
I know.
And the houses that they look at are people that they know.
I know. I was making more fun of it. You told me this a decade ago.
Can y'all tell I have an issue with House Hunters?
It used to be one of our favorite shows.
Until I found out the truth. Actually, I never really enjoyed it. I never really. I mean, other than nosing.
You watched it enough.
Other than nosing at people's houses.
We used to make fun of a commercial, and now we don't.
That was House in a Hurry. Which.
What we did.
The pandemic. Which we used to make fun of the commercial because the commercial when they were first coming out with the show, the husband and wife were like sitting on the end of the bed doing the self-shot filming, and he holds up his phone and he goes, "She just said awake? Question mark, question mark, question mark," and the wife goes, "Call. I used to laugh and be like, "Dude, it's not that serious."
Yeah, it is.
It's that serious. It's that serious. Anyways.
Yeah. Whether or not you have, like, we were very worried because if we didn't find a home quick, we were homeless. Because we had to sell our house in order to buy a house.
Yeah. So it was very quick. So it was a busy week. And there was a hurricane.
Luckily, we don't live down there.
Luckily, we don't live in Louisiana. Unfortunately, Louisiana got another hurricane again. If y'all live down there, God bless y'all.
Simon says he loves you.
There's the cat, who is clearly not enjoying this. He's like, "Nope, I'm out." He's like, "Mom, will you be normal?"
Hi, Simon.
Hi. Okay. Would you like to read our monkey?
Lynn. Glenna. Bridget.
Very good. Shall we move? Just gonna tell y'all now. Buckle up, get a drink, maybe grab a snack. It's gonna be kind of a long one because I got 2 weeks worth of crap to show you.
I'm still me though, so you're good on my end. Like literally, you see mine, then pause the video, take a deep breath, and prepare. I think I'll go find a pillow and take a nap. Wait, I can't. I won't be able to get any sleep tonight. It'll take that long. You just said it was gonna take a long time.
I did.
I think you get joke on the time frame, dear. That's all.
The cat clawed me.
And he's just sitting there all cute on the floor.
It's okay. All right. On to whips. Whips.
This isn't a whip parade. This is a whip train. It's not a bad thing, dear. There's just that much of it. This is what happens when you get 2 weeks of whips and you're her.
Show the people what you're working on.
Let's see. Anybody who is surprised by this. Ink circles, dragons of Sumatra. I'm actually starting to get to the point where it looks like the photo. 16 count, picture this plus thunderstorm. Got a little bit done. Like the flower. I think part of this part too. I didn't stitch that much, in all honesty. With everything going on, I'm glad I got that much done. I was a little frazzled. I play video games. I stitch when I'm in a good mood. I video game when I'm stressed. She stitches when she's stressed.
No, I freak out when I'm stressed.
I said stressed, not freaking out.
That's an empty pocket.
Want me to go get you another one?
Actually, I want some tea. But anyways. Hey! We're rewinding to Jetsons week because that's where we were when we were last together. So my sprocket offering was the clock. Because it's got a sprocket in it. Oh, my prompts were from the Daily 30 group, which is a closed group. Which, oh my gosh, brain freeze. Daily 30 is a closed group. Shoot me a message if you want to join. When there's an opening, I'll let you know. So I did that. I did Sprocket. I also did this for a wintry scene for Crystal Academy, which is a group you can join. If you join at this point, you will be a commuter student. You will not be sorted in a dorm. You can't participate in spell sling. But you will be able to help dorms if they need help. We're doing a field trip this week. Fun stuff. So you can join that group. I'll link it below. No, I won't. Send me a message and I'll send you an invite. Thank you. I don't have hands right now. It's upside down. This is on a piece of 14 count Ada Mountain Rose opalescence, and I did 507 stitches on it, all of it in the attic, and that is the last part of this I have to finish. Is there a cup on this? There's not an actual cup on this.
Can I see?
There's not an actual cup on
Can I
this.
see?
That's going to be a problem with this week's points.
Right there.
That's a pot.
No, that was the handle as a cup.
What is it? Teapot. Okay. Moving along.
I'm trying to help here.
I understand that. Please put that away when you're done. Okay. We had to work on something that had a large block of color. So I chose I do have it. Dun, 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 dun. Lady of the Flag. It's very quick. It's over on the footrest. I did 500. Oh, it's right there. I did 510 stitches on Lady. She's on a piece of 32 count hand dyed by the Slovak Farm in the colorway For Your Thoughts. I have her.
Sorry.
I'm not quite at the page break on the page where the pattern switches. That doesn't mean anything because the stress goes on for days once you get to the bottom half of it.
It goes on for days and days and days.
She's got the rest for days, folks. For the monthly, we are stitching costumes for our daily 30 cohorts.
Is that actually what you needed for that?
I need that. That's fine there. She is. So I stitched a princess costume for one of my daily 30 friends. I went to stitch something with a pretty dress for a castle. Well, that covers both of them, and it fell off of the cover. It fell off the envelope. I'm having problems today.
Today?
Yes. Today I'm having problems. I have problems every day, but today I'm having problems. Okay. So I stitched, and I actually stitched more than just the 506 stitches for the costume. Last week's weekly, we were making bags of pumpkin seeds, which was 50 stitches in any one color. We could repeat the color. We could not repeat the flavor, which we were calling the color. So I did 2 bags on Raven Queen. I don't remember what flavors I called them. So I did a total of 500, 600, 16 stitches,
What
I
does the
think.
blackberry and the licorice?
Blackberry and licorice. Thank you, Joe.
How did I remember that?
I have no idea.
Talk about
She is on a piece of 32 count, hand-dyed by the Slovak farm. Raven. It's a light raven. No, this is not raven. This is
Cleveland Crud.
black ice.
Oh,
This is black ice.
I can't tell the differences between the colors.
It's a little bit of a darker Cleveland Crud.
Can I be honest?
What?
It's gray.
Yeah, and I realized after I started that might affect the castle in the background.
Make the castle white.
I'm going to make the castle maybe a little bit of a different shade. We'll work with it when we get to that point. We're not at that point. So there was that. And then I had to. I used that for something for Crystal Academy. Oh, something with claws, talons, because ravens have talons. Although I'm pretty sure, I'm changing her color palette to be red and black after Regina from Once Upon a Time. So I'm pretty sure she's got some claws too. Just saying. So I use that.
I'm hiding. I'm not doing a very good job of it.
So to make a Playboy bunny costume, we had to stitch on something that had ears. Not necessarily a bunny.
Why were you?
But I pulled out my coaster for my coaster kit because the wolf has ears. This was also stitched on. No, this wasn't stitched on anything for Crystal Academy.
Isn't that what the guy'd be dressed up as if all the girls were dressed as bunnies?
Possibly. I also did a set of pumpkin seeds on this. They were vanilla because when I got my 504 stitches done for my costume, I only had like this much left. So I just went ahead and finished it. It was over 50 stitches. Yay! So the set is now done. It just needs to be FFO'd.
And that can wait after we move.
He's not lying.
I think the winter is going to. This winter is going to be the winter of the FFOs. Because in the spring, I am not stitching for squat, and I have a good excuse.
Okay, so we go to last week. Last week we were making pumpkin seeds for it was 86 stitches to finish that after I finished my 506 stitches. So we were making pumpkin seeds. Let's see. Friday and Saturday in Crystal Academy, we had our first ever spell sling scrimmage match, which I did not participate in because as we were setting up teams, we were still in the middle of trying to figure out what the heck we were doing with the house. And I was very stressed out, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that right now. We only needed 6 of the 9 people on our team for spell scrimmage, so it works out.
So you had, I call IRL, I call IRL.
That's basically what we were all like, well, real life sucks sometimes. So.
Oh, for those that don't know, in real life.
So, pumpkin seeds. 50 stitches each in any one color. We had to give them a flavor. They all had to be different flavors. I did, 1 and 2 on Raven Queen and 3 on Buffalo Plaid Silhouette. We could do up to 20. I did 17 of them on one whip.
What?
And let's see. 1, 2.
You see how much of this she tells me before, huh?
7, 8, 9. Wait a minute. What's 17 minus 3?
17 minus 3 or 17 plus 3?
Minus 3.
14.
14 of them were on purple. 14 of them were purple.
Is that why you kept asking me weird questions?
Y'all, I went deep. I found some food I didn't know existed. There's a purple tuber called an uber, U-B-E, an oob. It's like a starchy tuber vegetable.
Breathe. Breathe.
I mean, we were talking lavender and edible violets. I went deep, y'all.
I never guess what her favorite color is.
So I did 14 of my pumpkin seeds on. I did 17 of my pumpkin seeds on Designworks Lady with Dog. 14 of them were in purple. 2 of them were in pink, and Yes. I might have only done 12 of them in purple. 2 in pink and 2 in gold. Because I know I did 2 in gold. I don't remember if I did 2 in pink. This is on the 14 count kit Ada. It's upside down. My last one, I did the gold stitches, was edible gold leaf coated pumpkin seeds. Because I was quite proud of myself for figuring out how to make 17 of those sets of 50 work for one project. I don't know how many stitches that is total. Y'all do the math.
17. How big is it each?
50 each. I did at least what?
Hold on. 50 each. 17. 16. 8. 850.
I did at least 850. I did more than 850 stitches on this because some of my stitches were over. Because it was just kind of like do a line and count, do a line and count, do a line and count is how I did it.
Oh, and does anybody else do math like that?
That's kind of how I do math.
I've had people look at me like, what was that? And I go, math. And they look at me like, huh? I'm like, you do Common Core. I win.
So actually, I didn't have that many lips because most of my week I spent stitching on Lady and Dog, or Lady with Dog. I felt like I was stitching on this sucker for forever.
Yeah.
I stitched on it all week. I normally don't stitch on the same thing all week.
Let's talk about stitching on forever.
So I did another costume over the weekend, which was to stitch on something with a star on it, and you were stitching a Wonder Woman costume. And I just so happened to be stitching the block with stars on it on Hawkland Hollow.
Can I make a bad joke?
What?
Are you sure it wasn't stitched something with a bra on it? It is Wonder Woman.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was not stitched something with bra on it, but yeah, it is Wonder Woman.
Come on, the girl wears she wears basically underwear and a corset.
So that was 503 stitches. Finished the moon, stitched in most of the stars, and yes, I stitched only half of the star to finish my stitches because by the time I got to that point, I was tired and cranky, and I just wanted to.
Let's just say that we're going to be moving a
tired.
little before Thanksgiving, and around Christmas time, I think she'll calm down.
Laura's tired and cranky a lot.
As I said, by Christmas time, I think you won't be tired and cranky anymore because you'll have the nice new house, and then once I get the something made in April, you'll be really happy.
Yes.
Should I tell them what I'm planning on making?
We got to put a fence up, and he's gonna build it.
Because I called all the places around me, And I didn't call them. I just looked at the reviews, and they all have one review in common: unprofessional, didn't show up for the quotations, and then when you called up about it, the people were like, "Well, he was busy doing a big job." It's like, oh, so because mine's a little job, you're gonna flip me off whenever you feel like it? You, a fence ain't that hard.
Correct. Uh-oh.
Might be a little interesting considering the shape of our yard, but I already figured out a way around that. All hail nerd powers activate.
The final thing I stitched on yesterday.
Uh-oh.
So we are searching. We're going on a treasure hunt in Daily 30 this week, searching for things in a haystack. Cheryl has got some good ideas, and I appreciate them, and I appreciate this one, even though I don't think I can stitch a couple of prompts for this week. So the first thing was to find the rake in the haystack, which was to stitch on something with leaves. And Blessing Be Thine has leaves on it. Now, this goes up in increments of 50. So the rake was 50 stitches on something with leaves. So I put in, so that was really just these two leaves. That was 50 stitches. So when we get to plans, I'll go through it all, but that was the stitching for the week. That actually wasn't that bad for 2 weeks.
Peace!
That wasn't too bad.
Are you doing it? Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Do we have haul?
No.
I don't think we have haul. Okay.
Oh, you got. I think you got the envelope, but that was not for us. That was for retreat giveaways.
Oh no, that was for me.
Oh, you said I thought that was for retreat giveaways. Everything's been for retreat giveaways.
No.
Oh no, we're not. We're planning some things. We're having giveaways. You want to join our retreat? You want to join our Zoom thingy?
That reminds me.
We have prizes.
Yes, I have to have you look at something. In the middle of all of the chaos that was trying to find a house between Sunday and Tuesday, somebody messaged me with an offer for some charts, and I want you to look through them.
Oh.
So, let's move on to haul. Haul, y'all.
Yeah!
Okay, so I got bonus prizes for completing. I forget which month it was. Really, I do. I think it was July's monthly. And that bonus prize was we could pick something off of the bonus shelf. So I picked a couple little things. I had several choices. This is Wash Day Wisdom. It's I don't know who made it. So cross my heart. From 95, y'all. Not quite 1994. But it says
Please explain why that's relevant.
and it's relevant because yesterday the Browns won their game and they are now 4-1. And the last time they were 4-1 during the season was 1994. So the 1994 jokes have been real today in the
I'm
CLE.
actually wondering how many people called up thinking they were having medical issues, and it just turns out they're excited about the Browns winning that much. Like, they get really excited when the Browns go, like, 10-4. Like, they go, like, 4-10. However many games of the season, I don't watch football. But when they get, like, 3 or 4 wins, everybody's happy. They're 4-1 right now. I'm pretty sure if they keep going at this rate, we're going to have Browns fans in the ICU.
There are 16 games in a season. I forget what the record was last year. The year prior, they were 0-16. The year before that, they were 1-15. And last year, I know it was not a winning record. So, yes, Browns fans are a little excited.
I think this is the first time you've been able to divide it into a positive, greater than one number.
Yeah. So Wash Day Wisdom says, if all your troubles were hung on the line, you would choose yours, and I would choose mine.
If all my troubles were hung upon a line, I get a flamethrower.
So I thought it was just cute with the clothes on it.
I know, but you get my point.
And then I got this little holiday greeting ornament. Yeah, sorry, there's glare. I'm not taking it out of the package. Alright, that's it for haul. Plans and announcements.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to be in Myth and Magic stitching. Counting stitches is driving me up a wall.
Counting stitches is killing his book.
No, actually, my bug's just doing this. My bug's just doing. I can't do it because I don't want YouTube to do anything. But you get what the hand gesture is going to be. Just
It's
raise
telling
one of
you
these
to read
things.
between the lines.
Yeah. The counting it's making it so I don't want to deal with it. So I'm not going to be doing it anymore because I want to stitch, but I don't want to count. I just want to go nuts. I might get back to it later when we're done with the pebbles. Okay, it's part of it is because it's a weird number. And I want to be able to stitch for the day, count up how much I want, and then get an item. Not stop at this point.
I'm going to tell you.
No offense to the people doing it, but...
The Myth and Magic Tour. I think we're all a little bit like, bleh, with the Myth and Magic Tour. I don't, it's not just you. My team, we were feeling it. We were feeling it this weekend. We're like, I'm tired.
I like to stitch. I don't like counting 175. I like going and going and going and going and going and count up what I have at the end and go, hey honey, what does 400 stitches get me? And you go.
Yeah. There are some great stitches out there that the 500 stitches to move on per team member to move on is an easy knockout. Myself, there's another gal on our team. That's a 2-day affair. And personally, it makes me feel like crap because that means my team has to wait 2 days to move on. Because even if somebody else does the stitches for me, I think it's still another second day. So,
sorry we have these things called lives, and our life right now is
just not a speedy stitcher.
Honey, we've also going through a lot of stuff. I mean, okay, I like our realtor.
Yes,
He's hysterical. And the Wednesday
He's excessively
evening.
tall, and everybody makes a comment about it.
Yeah, the house
poor
we
guy.
bought. The lady, they had the renters in there. Grumble, grumble, don't ask. And the lady went, wow, you're tall. Looked over at Laura. You're tall too. And I'm just sitting there like, you're telling me I'm the normal heighted one. Yeah, the guy can put his chin on my head probably that, and he probably has to duck down to do it.
There are a couple houses we went into. We went up to the second floor, and he's like, no.
He couldn't enter it.
Because he couldn't stand up.
He couldn't even hunch in the one.
Yeah, and
like he would have had to been on his knees.
And granted, he was probably head taller than me, but he's like, yeah, you're not going to be comfortable in that, given how tall you are.
Yeah, we got the house we got. And then on Wednesday, as I was trying to say before, he had a post with a flyer that says, flyers aren't just for Friday nights. I've closed 4 deals in 5 days. We were 2 of those deals.
Yeah.
The selling of this house and the buying of our next one. And we pulled that off in 4 days. And yes, we actually worked that hard.
Yeah.
We were actually out of the house we bought was the only house left in our area we liked. And it was one of the first 2 houses we liked. since we started looking 5 months ago.
Yeah.
The housing market is a little bit interesting.
Okay.
It just was. Excuse me.
My plans are, I don't. So we're doing the haystack this week. There are no alternative stitches, and I know that I have at least 2 that I don't have anything for. Probably 3, and I'm thinking now 4. But I did the rake last night. I finished the pumpkin. I found the pumpkin in the haystack. That was 100 stitches. I finished that today. You'll see it next week. We have to stitch something with an apple to find the candy apple. I don't have anything with an apple. That's 150 stitches. We have to stitch something with a cup or a drink on it to find the pumpkin spice latte.
There was a picture in Santa's house that counts as a drink.
I guess that does count as a drink, doesn't it? It's, for some reason, I thought it was just a cup and not a drink.
You know, all you gotta do is stitch some of the snow in the one yellow, and you got a really bad drink. I know, I'm going, you know where.
We have to find Indian corn, and that is to stitch on a veggie. Well, I have corn, so rudeness phone. So I have what, knee high. So that'll work for that. That's 250 stitches. We have to stitch on something with a raven or a crow to find the scarecrow. Well, gee.
Didn't I actually help you with that one?
No, I figured that
Well,
one
that
out
was
when
one
I
of the-
read it. To find the football, we have to stitch on something that's sports related. I don't have anything sports related.
Actually, how far do you want to stretch it? How far do you want to stretch it?
I don't want to stretch it very far.
Because Lady of the Flag, you can say she's there for the Olympics. She's holding a torch. There's a flag.
Okay.
Trying.
Solid stretch, I'm not going to lie. To be fair, I don't know that I'm going to get all the way done this week. So,
Yeah, because it gets up to 5 flipping. Yeah.
to find the pine cone, we have to stitch on something with a pine tree.
By the way, in your winter scene, are any of the trees green?
No.
I thought they were.
No, I'm pretty sure Scenic Farm does not have any green trees on it.
Double check anyway.
I will. To find the acorn, we have to stitch on something with a squirrel or other four-legged woodland creature.
You got one for that. Santa house, reindeer. That's a woodland creature.
He's not wrong.
You're mad because you didn't think about it.
I actually didn't. And then the final thing is to find the needle, and we can stitch on anything we like for 500 stitches. Am I going to get all of those done this week?
No, because we're going to be spending a good amount of time tomorrow doing only one thing. We'll inspecting a new house. Then we got all the more paperwork to do. Yeah, it's like we love you, we love you, stitching places, but we're going to be busy for the next month and a half. Like, you're going to see gray hairs appearing on both of our lovely heads of
I
hair.
already have gray hair.
More gray hair, trust me. Half of this is. I got gray all over this thing right now.
I tried to dye my hair gray once. Really? Could you not do that?
What? Gray hairs. Showing them off.
Anyways, I tried to dye my hair gray once. It didn't work.
Okay.
Just did it because I could. So You
I
know.
dyed my hair black one time, and if it wasn't for the fact that I like facial hair, I'd do it again.
True story. So we'll see what I get done, and I'll get done what I get done, and I won't get done what I don't get done, and
Any announcements?
that's that. Crystal Academy is on a field trip this week, so we are not getting our prompts all at once. Our first leg of our field trip, we have to decide which path we are going to take to explore where we have gone to our field trip on. I think I'm going lake. We can do mountain, forest, swamp, lake.
Who goes to the swamp? That does not sound fun.
There's something else. There's one or two other ones, and I don't remember what they are right now.
Anybody, comment below. Does anybody think going to a swamp sounds like a good vacation?
I'm gonna probably do the lake and see where I go from there. All right, gang.
Probably north from here.
I actually do think the lake is north, directionally on their imaginary directions. That's part of the other reason why I'm gonna go lake.
We live in Ohio. Just look at a map of the lake north of us. Trust me, you can't miss it. The astronauts can't.
He's not wrong. Announcements. The virtual retreat is coming up November 6th, 7th, and 8th. I need to know if you would like to attend by the 31st, just for planning purposes. There's only a couple handfuls of people signed up, so it'll be a fun little time.
Friday, I'm going to be a little late because I ran out of vacation days due to medical.
I have to change the Zoom account.
Why?
My debit card number got stolen a few weeks ago. I had to get a new debit card. My Zoom account goes to my old debit card.
You don't need a new account. You just need to update the billing
No,
information.
that's what I meant. I need to update.
Yeah, you said a new Zoom account. I love you.
I love you. With the impending move in 39 days. Yeah, I counted them. From
Dun, dun,
today,
dun.
Monday, the 12th of October. I will not be taking any finishing jobs on until after we move
And get settled.
and get settled. And chances of me actually making any more bags and dyeing any more fabric, if you want something in the next week, if you want something, Gesundheit.
Sorry, at least I had enough time. But oh.
I would have totally edited that out because nobody wants. Allergy season.
Is year round for me?
Yes, if you want bags or fabric in the next before,
In the next week or two.
let me know in the next week or two, because chances are after that it's not going to get done until after we move.
And
So,
she has to find a new place to set all this up.
yes, because the bedrooms have carpet.
I already know where to set you up. You just have to be willing to do it.
All right, that is the Flosstube this week. What do we want the people to do, darling?
Have a really good week. like, subscribe, share, comment, bell notification, thingy bobby. Yeah. See, ring the bell. Come on. Support the completions of the world. Ring the bell.
And have a really good week.
Bye.